Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. So as you've seen from the title, I have been guided to share with you, Spirit wants me to share what gifts you need to unlock or work on. And as I was meditating on the cards and on the topic for you, I was getting something to do with, I don't know if it's patience, but something to do with listening, like your listening skills. I don't know if that's retaining information. Um, I was also getting kind of something to do with looking at things from a different perspective as well as blockages. So again, this is going to be very interesting. It's something I've just been called to do reading for. So I'm like, okay, let's see how this goes. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And my intention is to activate you to get motivated and get started in whatever it is that's fit for you spiritually. Okay, so I'm going to do the bowl, and then we'll split this into two. Let's see what comes forth for you. Okay, so the star sign of Aquarius. What spiritual, what gifts does Aquarius need to work on or unlock? What gifts does Aquarius need to unlock? Okay, I'll take that one. Communication with the wheel of, communication with Archangel Raphael, the wheel of life. This one's relevant to you as well. Okay. Okay. Aquarius. So I'm instantly getting that there is a balance. So it's almost like I'm speaking to some people that really believe and some people that are kind of 50-50. You could say on the fence, but it's more got something to do with the history of the childhood experience of just simply magic and the spiritual experience in this time. The card says, I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. So for those of you that believe and those of you that are inclined to be spiritual, I feel as though this is giving me something like you're connected to the elements in terms of sometimes you can tell when it's about to rain. You get a gut feeling of if there's going to be a storm. You know, you're the sort of person that would remind people to bring a coat, you know what I mean, or just carry an umbrella or something like that. So it feels to me like this is very kind of, this is very ancient. You have some sort of ancient gifts with you that have you able to determine the weather, maybe seasons and cycles as well. I feel like you're a person who could potentially have a strong connection with trees, with sand, with earth. I know that you're connected to the stars and the sea. I'm getting that there's also something there quite strongly for you. You may be able to read water. And there's a lot of different skills that you could tap into that are connected to the cycles. You may be a person who's very drawn to the moon. You may feel a shift and a difference within your physical human body when the moon cycle is in full moon mode. So Archangel Raphael is a healer who works with heart development, like heart chakra work mostly. but also he helps you heal yourself, in terms of if you asked or called for Archangel Raphael to work with you, he would know which area of you, you know, which chakra, which part of you needed the work. But not just that, more, this is giving me the vibration that you may be a Reiki healer, you may not have tapped into that, you may be someone who, you know, because you're so connected to all the elements, you're able to charge, you know, you're able to heal people with your hands. Archangel Raphael heals with his hands. Archangel Raphael holds his hands, you know, to whatever area it is, and heals, you know. It sometimes it's just the placement of the hand on the area that needs healing as well. The card from Archangel Raphael says, I invite Archangel Raphael to bring healing and knowledge into my life. Now, coupled with Archangel Raphael, I'm looking at this Ascended Masters card, and I'm seeing that the blockages that I was picking up in meditation for you, it may be that you just don't know who to tap into. So it's almost like the spirit is saying, so initially have that openness for a connection with earth and with Archangel Raphael, and then the Ascendant Masters, when you're at a certain point and a certain level, the Ascendant Masters will automatically start the next stages. You will get guided as to how to ask, where to go. You know, it's a bit like if you've ever been into a spiritual shop, and sometimes you walk into a spiritual shop and you're just drawn to something, and that means something, but it's something that is not necessarily human conscious, it's something that your spiritual self is aware of. And so there's something there that connects with you and kind of, it locks in, but it also, it does what I do, I activate people. So as an activator, sometimes I'll say something and you'll hear it, but it will be in process, so it will be working. Sometimes I set the intention for it to be instant, so as soon as you get the message, if it it resonates with you in a way that it's something you need to heal, you may cry, you may feel something that allows the shift to take place. Sometimes it's very subtle, because depending on the type of healing that's required, I have a vibration of softness and gentleness. I genuinely care. So I genuinely want you to receive the loving vibration and the messages and gradually heal. I don't want it to be too fast for you. I don't want it to be too slow. You know, sometimes it will shift to when you're asleep. You'll feel different when you wake up. You know what I mean? So everybody's so different. So it's just making sure that that balance is maintained. It's very important. Okay, so the next card that's come up is the God Box. Now, the God Box talks about your worries and your concerns. Now, this is connected me to the feelings that I was getting of either you've been blocked off, or somebody has instilled the idea of spirituality being something different from what you visually know it to be or understand it to be. So this is about taking away so everybody else's ideas and idealistic views and versions of spirituality, or the practices that you feel drawn to, or the items, whatever it may be, and storing or putting those worries away. In, you don't necessarily have to put it into a God box, but you can. I'm going to give you two options, okay, depending on the type of person that you are. You could put your it says any worries, concerns or desires on a piece of paper and put it into a special container called a God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. Now, again, divine is Mother Earth and the universe, and definitely connected to the wheel of life for me. So if you choose, if you're able, if you're in a comfortable, like, as comfortable, a safe enough environment for you to be able to write these things down, put them into a container, and actually actively have it as the God box, then do that. Okay, there is also another option. The other option is, if it's something that is a worry or a concern, God hears you wherever you are, or whoever it is that you are connected to, and you find your higher person that you speak to, right? Whatever it is that you believe in, right? So you can write whatever the concern, worry, or issue, etc., is on a piece of paper, and you can burn that piece of paper and send it into the divine. Like literally, if you burn that piece of paper and send, you just have to say the words, okay, and you send it into the divine, that will automatically start the process of you letting go. Sometimes it's instant, but everybody's so different that it's not something that I could say to you, yes, it's going to boom straight away for you, because it depends on how much of it you've got to work through. You could have been storing it for 20 years, 30 years, 5 years. You know, everyone's so different. So that's what I'm getting from that card for you. Okay, let's go a little bit more. Always protect yourself. I'm getting something to do with one-sided. I don't know who it is specifically that I'm channeling or connecting to here, but there's something that's always been very one-sided. It's almost like the door has never been open for there to be like a fluid conversation about it, or different perspective, different ideas about it, which is why I was getting like a slow motion of a 360 degrees angle of like a bird's eye view for you. Element of air. I'm not surprised to see that. Okay. 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 This fits. Okay, so what I'm getting from these, some of you may be past life mermaids. Some of you may have a strong connection to water, is why I'm saying that. I feel as though as part of the earth elements, the balance that I'm being drawn to for you is, you know, land and water. There's definitely something there for you. You know, it's almost like it's a yin and yang for you. Again, take it as it resonates. So it's like there's something about, we know that water is very cleansing, but there's something about it that breathes air into you. It's almost like, this is very deep. This is very deep. It's like it's almost like, okay, best way I can think to describe it is like mouth to mouth resuscitation. It's like it brings it. It doesn't just bring air into your existence, it brings air through you, and on such a deep level, energetically. It's like it gives you life. And it's not just the water, it's the air, it's the come up of the air for you as well. I'm getting something about you working with shells. Some of you may work with shells or with pearls, or be drawn to pearls or shells or something like that. The starfish here as well. There's definitely a strong, what are they called? It's a version of a shell. I'm seeing a version of a shell. What are they called? You'll know if that resonates with you. You'll know if you're a person who connects with. And it's about, it feels like it's about you either being close to the sea, you sitting on the beach, yeah, I'm getting sirens. There's literally sirens. The sirens, it's reminding me of the beacon or the calling of mermaids. It's reminding me there's something there. It's like this is something that it feels like it's something you've forgotten that you're connected to somehow, or you've not been able to get to. It could be because of the way that, you know, things have been with the global situation that's kind of stopped you from being able to kind of, you know, go and reconnect. But there's definitely something for you to go back to. It feels like you're to go back to it, and maybe collect a shell or two and some rocks and sit with them, meditate with them. Yeah, meditate with them. There's something about you putting your feet in the water when you're there that's really, really important. You know, if you get a chance to fully just have a swim, that's something that is, you know, highly recommended for you to be doing. Okay. Okay, I'm getting some crystals come through. I'm getting aquamarine as a crystal come through for you. I'm getting smoky quartz. It's almost like I'm getting anything blue for you. Anything clear quartz, okay. Amethyst. Okay, it's definitely the aquamarine, just to be sat with a crystal. There's a need for grounding. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This grounds you. So the connection to Mother Earth definitely does ground us, as well as you can ground yourself from by water or by land. You have something that is, it's really connected to resetting. It rebalances you. You may even feel that yourself when you know. I know everybody does when they go on holiday and away, but yeah, look at this. Oh wow. So I'm going to read the bottom of the deck card there. So we've got slowly but steadily, and this is like, you're going to be doing this one step at a time anyway, but it's like the way that your gifts will tune into you will be slowly but steadily. There's tears here as well as the sun. There's the moon here, and then there's growth. And I'm getting both again. I'm getting the purple for amethyst. I've just got aquamarine. What's that, Spirit? Why are we going back to aquamarine? Share with me what that is. Okay, so in my mind's eye, I'm seeing like maybe you're just extremely protective of yourself, because it feels like layers of barriers, but yet there's this great light inside of you. This slow but steady will allow you to move into, it's like what you've got some healing to do. Once you've gone through the healing, you'll be able to activate all these other elements to you. There's so much to you, and this is not everyone. Some of you are already in a place where you've connected to this, and you're now kind of venturing into other realms. Yeah, other realms. I'm getting, because I'm getting other symbols come up here that Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's almost like I'm trying to deliver to you what I can see. Um there's something to do with like it's like an ancient fire. Okay, it's like an ancient fire. My ears are going at this time. So it's like, for some reason I'm getting like sort of like camping. It's almost like, I don't know if that's something that will resonate with you. It might not resonate with everyone. It might just be one person that this resonates to, but it's almost like as part of the connection, there's something to do with the night to day, night until day. So when you're out and about, like when you go away, wherever it is that you choose to go, maybe you'll camp, or maybe you're a person that likes camping, but whatever it is, it involves you being on the ground, so sleeping on that space, or being in that space in the night, and then rising and being able to go to the water in the day. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I have never had something come through quite like that before, but it harmonizes. It harmonizes. And the other thing that I'm also being drawn to say to you is that there is a yin and yang between you and the opposite star sign, on the scale of all 12 zodiacs. The opposite side of you is also fire. So I'm wondering if that water for yourself, and then fire is also, that's earth as well as, you know what I mean, and that's also connected. It makes sense to think that that's connected to your gifts, but what you need to unlock with regards to that you know, will be seen as you go through your journey. It's your experience, you know. Yeah, look at this. Oh my words, look at this. Huh. So ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity, and fertility. Ah, so okay, so you're connected to the element of water and the moon, which is why I was seeing the nighttime and the darkness to the light as the yin and the yang for you. So as part of your internal external healing and creativity, that's a strong part of how you unlock your gifts. It may be something that you've never ever thought of. It may be something that you're like, oh, I felt so refreshed after that holiday, it felt so good, you know, I really appreciated it, it was nice, blah blah blah. But you also felt renewed, you know, like not just the same as everyone else, like attuned, like so good. You were probably glowing and kind of pulsing with a vibration of renewed energy because of the loving relationship that you have with the earth and with water. And uh anyway, the next card is purification, emotional cleansing, rejuvenation. Literally just as I said it. And look, fully naked in the water. There's definitely something there. You know, I mean, like I said, again, I've never done a reading quite like this before, so you know, do like the video so I know that it's something that resonates in a way with you, or has brought you some sort of, you know, you've heard what you needed to hear. That's what I'm trying to say. So I was also very drawn to these ones, so I'm gonna pull from here for you as well. This is the Elemental Oracle deck. So I just, like I said, I just got the message to go into do a reading like this for you. And I was like, but haven't I done enough already? So it was like, no, we'd like you to do this too. Okay, so Aquarius, thank you. Which I'm okay with. I enjoy what I'm doing. Star Sign of Aquarius. Thank you. So let's see. Aquarius. Star Sign of Aquarius. If you could just get one, that would be great. Aquarius, thank you. Attraction. So there's the moon, the stars, and Pluto, Uranus for some of you. There's a strong connection. It feels like it's like there's a kid on this card. Just looking up, it feels like that may have been you as a child. Like, you know, you may have always looked up at the stars. You may be someone who is, you know, fascinated by the moon, always looking at the moon, you know, always wanting to know something a little bit more, or aware of something a little bit more, but never really being able to tap into it. Let's have a look. Right, so attraction. So it says, know your values and needs so that you are more aware of what your true attractions are. Do not run with the herd. Notice what or who you attract. Is this your intent? There is always nemesis, opposite energy to any endeavor you might take. This should not bother you, as it is a natural law. So you see, even in this card that's come out for you, it's like you're being reminded. What is this, Spirit? What else? It's like you're being reminded to tune into you and follow what feels natural to you. So say for example, I always ground myself. I ground myself indoors, outdoors, or you know, wherever, whenever it's a thing, right? And sometimes as a person or a child will catch me like in mid flow of my grounding process, and they'll be watching me. Like I've had children join me, which has been so wonderful, but I've had them watch me before. But it's like sometimes your experience is your experience, so it literally doesn't matter what other people have to say or think about it. You know, sometimes even when you're just walking through the woods or walking through the park or whatever it may be, there is an element of you can experience things. Like the universe is communicating all of the time, and if you're if you're a person who connects with the elements in the way that I feel that you do, then you'll be getting communication all the time from all things. From all things. So this is about you releasing yourself, removing away the barriers that were once in place because of somebody else's fears, somebody else's opinion, somebody else's judgment. You know, love doesn't work like that. And not just that, your own personal intent is of the good. It's for good purposes. It's not like as though, you know, you're specifically looking at pinning it on something else. But know that the process of being connected to Mother Earth both has its positive and its negative sides. There are sometimes moments where, and when I say that, what I mean is if you're hurting, the Mother Earth can heal you, can help you, can support you. But we always tend to look at it in a very different way from it just purely being that. But the intention is to have that balance of both when you're happy as well as when you're not in the greatest of frame of mind, as well as feeling. So know what your intentions are. And when you're going into this opening up your gifts, allow yourself to be open to receive. Okay. So let me see if there's anything else out of here. Because I don't just want to read out, like, you know, the whole page as if it's not going to be relevant to you. Okay, this might be relevant. Okay, so it says the Earth itself produces its own magnetic field that shields its ozone layer from destructive elements such as solar winds. The Earth's magnetic field is used in navigation and is measured using a compass. Magnetism is a field in medicine. Sorry, I kind of like stepped off them because I just got this really strong urge and direction to say to you that this is this is your medicine. This is on a soul level. This is deeper than the what's going on the outside. We walk through and are part of the fields of magnetism every single day of our lives. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay. So the element of earth is calling you. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to round this up because longer. I'm going to take an animal whisper message for you next, and then I'm going to close us off here. All right. We just want one to round up this reading for Aquarius, please, and thank you. Just one, two max, because now it's been half an hour, okay? And Aquarius have got things to do. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay, we got, I'm taking the one on top. I'll read the inscription, but then I'll take the one on top. Right, so the first one we got is peacock. Very spiritual. Strut your stuff, show your true colours. Then we got the owl. Beautiful, beautiful owl. And it says, use your inner and outer eyes and hear and see. Wait. Use your inner and outer eyes and ears, and you will really see. Yeah. It's totally connected. Thank you, Spirit. My candle started dancing. Right, so the llama is the next one. It says, breathe deeply with highs and lows. This definitely resonates with this. This definitely resonates. There is definitely, you have, so okay, so what this reading is sharing with me to share with you is that there's a need for you to reconnect. Again, some of you will already be connected to Mother Earth in a very deep way, but this is something else. This is something else that's, you know, come forth. Okay, hopefully this, there we go. Right, let's see. So this says, it may be time to reflect on your choice of colours for your clothes or your home. The colours that you might have always chosen in the past may no longer serve you. All colours are healing and healing energies, which can affect us on deep levels. Maybe you have always felt more confident and comfortable in black, trying to be invisible or blend into the background. Be braver in your choices, and they will work to give you your emotional and physical health a boost, the health boost. Reflect on the colours that respond with each chakra. If you feel lacking in esteem, self-esteem, wear some bright yellow. Paint a wonderful shade of the colour on a wall in your home, or use it for your soft furnishings. It's amazing how one of these simple actions will unlock your sunny sense of self. For a careless of self-love, wrap, hang on, what am I saying? Sorry, for a caress, I went somewhere else then. For a caressment of self-love, wrap yourself in pink. To be better able to express yourself, wear some bright sky blue. Best of all, in a scarf of these colours, it will support your throat chakra, which is the seat of your self-expression. Now, it is the time to really step out, just like the peacock, who is one of the greatest showmen in the animal kingdom. Yes, it is. Get out there and whoa the world. I really like that for you. I really like that for you a lot. It totally just encaptures what we've gone through. and what we've experienced. And it feels like there is something there in terms of this really being able to help you balance out. It could be that it's just your chakras at this time that you need to work on, but for me it feels like it's much more deeper than that. So I'm going to round this reading up here. I again, just to round up and capture it in one little boop, I feel as though you're a person who has gifts that are locked within the moon cycles, within the elements, and that could be that, you know, when you tap into it, what's unique for you will come forth. Okay, I don't want to feed you as to what's meant for you, because actually your own individual experience will come. Okay, but I do think if you're a person who wants to, say if you don't want to go to the beach and you want to tap into that, I would say to you, get into the bath and visualize and ask to receive what's rightfully yours. Okay, and allow what comes through, whether it's by meditation, whether it's by sound, whatever works, whatever you're tuned into, because I'm definitely getting ear chakras for you, and I'm getting grounding, definite grounding. So that could also be because of your mental health at the moment, or something that you're going through, whoever it is that I'm picking up on. All right, so again, I'm going to close this reading off here. I hope that you've enjoyed today's reading. It's been very different from everything else I've been guided to do so far, and I will speak to you again soon. All right, sending lots of love. Take care of yourselves. Bye everyone.